What's happening, guys? Welcome to Fantasy Smack Talk. I'm Dustin, sitting here with Nameco. This is our first base edition for the rankings of your upcoming fantasy baseball season. Let's look at Tier 1. I know you guys are going to be real shocked about this pick, going out on a limb.
I was against it, that's all.
Albert Pujols. This guy's ridiculous. His numbers across the board, even throws in some stolen bases. There's no reason not to believe that he can't keep it up. Albert Pujols, unanimous #1 pick.
Tier 2 consists of 4 players that you could probably mix up in any order that you wanted, but we had to rank them, so here you go. At number 2 is Miguel Cabrera. Now, he batted .325 last season, so he's going to get you that average and the power numbers. That's why he's our number 2. At number 3, we have Ryan Howard. Now, oddly enough, he only batted .207 against lefties, but .320 against righties to give him about a .280 average. He did get you 45 home runs as well. Next on our list is Mark Teixeira. Playing that Yankees lineup, you know he's going to get a ton of opportunities to knock in some runs. And rounding out Tier 2 is Prince Fielder. He batted almost .300 last season and knocked in 141 RBIs for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Tier 3 offers a lot of power that you're going to be able to get in the middle rounds of your draft. We start with Adrian Gonzalez. Now, he would be ranked a lot higher on this list if he was on a different team. But with 40 home runs last year, he only had 99 RBIs. And we don't see the Padres getting any better this year. Number 7, we got Justin Morneau. Injury-plagued season last year with his back, but the Twins have made a couple nice offseason moves, and we expect him to have a lot of protection in the lineup. Look for Morneau to have a comeback year. Number 8, we got Kendry Morales. Love this guy's upside. Great year last year. We expect him to pick up right where he left off. Number 9, we got Joey Votto. With just under 470 at-bats last year, he had decent power numbers, and if he has a full season worth of at-bats, we expect him to be around 30 home runs and 100 RBIs. Number 10, we got Derek Lee. Awesome year last year, but his age and health issues, we got to bump him down this far on the list. Same with number 11, Lance Berkman. You know, we fully expect him to have a good year if he can stay healthy, but it's just always been health with him over the last few years. And the last guy in this tier is Kevin Youkilis. You know, he only had 490 at-bats last year, but he had 94 RBIs and 99 runs. If he gets up around 550 at-bats, look for him to have over 100 in both of those categories and be a great fantasy first baseman.
Tier 4 starts with one of my personal favorite, number 13, Billy Butler. After the All-Star break, he batted about .315, 13 home runs, 55 RBIs. Next is number 14, Carlos Pena. Now, this is a guy that always seems to end up on Dustin's team. He's going to give you a terrible average, but in 471 at-bats last year, he had 39 home runs. Next is Adam Dunn. Now, you know what you're going to get with him. Terrible batting average, ton of power. Number 16 is James Loney. Now, in the last 2 seasons, he's been 13 home runs at 90 RBIs. We just think that he's going to finally possibly break through, which means he's a great late-round gamble for you. And at number 17 is Chris Davis, and you're going to think we're nuts if you bought into his hype last year and owned him. But, again, another young guy with upside. He's great gamble and great value where you can get him so late in your draft.
Alright, let's move into our last tier, Tier 5, and we start with number 18, Jorge Cantu. Now, we've seen him ranked a lot higher than this, and we're just really not buying into it. You know, we're taking the stance that if he was going to have a breakout year, it would have already happened. But we do think he could have decent home run and RBI totals. Just don't expect a giant year from Cantu. Number 19, we got Todd Helton. Awesome year last year, batted .325. Power wasn't quite there, but he is definitely worth taking a look at in the later rounds, especially if he can stay healthy this year, but it is going to be a gamble. Number 20 and 21, we got a couple of steady Eddies and Adam LaRoche and Paul Konerko. Their numbers aren't going to blow you away, but they're pretty much every year they're good for about 25 home runs and about 80 to 90 RBIs. Alright, number 22, we got Nick Johnson. He's back with the Yankees now, so we expect his RBI totals to go back up, but his home runs did take a hit last year for some reason. And at number 23, we got David Ortiz out with Boston. Obviously, it's an injury risk with Ortiz, but if he can stay healthy, he could be a great gamble late in your draft. So that's it for first baseman. Be sure to check out all of our other tiers and rankings videos on FantasySmackTalk.com. And we also did a top 150 this year, which is downloadable as a PDF on our website. This is really going to help you during your draft. You can print it off and have it with you. I'm Dustin. This is Brent. We'll see you next time.